Hello, hello, friends. Today we have Bike by Palfly Kampling. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 6 exactly once in every row, column, and 2x3 box. So we have a 6x6 puzzle today, and normal Sudoku rules apply. So we're using the numbers 1 through 6. Once each in every one of these boxes, once each in every row, and once each in every column. We'll have to figure out where these digits go. We have X sum lines. If the digits at each end of a line are X and Y, okay, 5 and 6. If the digits at each end of a line are X and Y, then the first X digits on the line starting from X must sum to the same total as the first Y digits on the line starting from Y. X and Y needn't necessarily be different numbers. X and Y may not exceed the number of cells on the line. Oh, okay, so for this example, let's make this 4, because this is a length of 5. So this would mean that these 5 cells have to have the same sum as these 4 cells, which would not work in this case, but that sounds like that's how it's gonna work. Very cool. I'll have to figure out something that does work here. How do we want to get started? As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well as a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. So I know for my example, I don't want to use 5 and 4 here, right? X and Y may not exceed the number of cells on the line. They don't necessarily need to be different numbers. Sounds good to me. Let's think about what works here. I can't use a digit more than 5 here. These have to be different numbers because they do see each other. Not because they're on the line, but because they do see each other because of Sudoku. I wouldn't want to use a 1 because if this is a 1 and this is a 2 or anything, 1 is only going to count itself, right? I need something else here. So I could do like a 2 and a 3 or a 3 and a 4. I don't want to do 5 because anything less than 5, like if I put a 5 here or here, it's going to be the whole line. So there's no way anything else would work there. How many overlapping digits can I have? What if I did 4? No, I don't want to do 4. I want this to be 2, 3. If this was 4, that would mean all 4 of these cells are going to have the same sum as this or this, and there's no way that's going to work because using all 3 of these cells in the middle, there's no way this could get any bigger unless I do 5, and then I'm gonna have to include the other end, and I think this is gonna have to be 2 and 3. I don't want overlapping here. 4, yeah, there's no way that's gonna work. Anything I do here is gonna be smaller than whatever this is. Perfect. Now how does this work? If this is a 2, whatever I put here is going to have to be this plus 1 because 3 is 1 bigger than 2. If this is a 2, this will have to be whatever this is plus 1. The lowest this could be now is 1, 4. If this was a 3, this would be 1, 4, which sums to 5. So next to the 2, I'm going to have to use a 6. If this is a 2, then this is a 6, and this is a 1, 4. If this is a 2, then this is a 6, and this is a 1, 4. Okay, so this is a 1, 4, 6, except 6 has to go next to the 2. That's the only way that works. Very cool, and this is a 5. Oh no! No, that's actually fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this will just also be a 5. These don't see each other because of Sudoku, so that's totally fine. And then whatever I put here doesn't matter. I'll get the same total. Nice. Okay, that worked out really cool then. I should probably like start by looking at all the lines. This is really long. This is a length of 5. This is really short. What do I want to do here? These could both be 2s. These could both be 1s. These could both be 3s, but they can't be any longer than that. So this is going to be a 1, 2, 3. Okay. They don't see each other, so that's fine. They are the same digit, though. There's no way they're not the same digit. They're definitely the same digit. Let's look at this, because I do need a 5 here or here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can't use 8s here. um, well, what if I were to put a 5 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would have to also be decently big, but I think that's okay. What's going on here, maybe? These can't be 6s. They could be 5s, or they could be anything smaller. Let's think. These 3 digits are going to be these 3 digits. If this is a 3, this is 3, 1, 4. This is a 2, 8, 6. That works with Sudoku. That's fine. What could this be? It's going to be a 5 or one of these. A 2, 3, 1, 4, 6. It could literally be anything. Okay. 6 goes here or here. If this is a 1, then this would also be a 1. Does it work out if these are the same number? Maybe I want to think about that. If these are both red, this 1, 2, 3 is going to be one of these. This 1, 2, 3 is also going to go here. What if these are the same number? Orange would go here. Orange would be one of these. I think this is fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. I have no idea what would be happening in here besides this would be some kind of orange. Okay, what else is restricting me here? These could be the same number. I might be fine with that. I don't think I have to use the whole line either. Like, what if this is a 3 and this is a 3? And then these 3 digits have the same sum as these 3 digits, and I just don't even use this number. That might be fine. I really don't think it matters what this is, because I'm going to get the same sum either way. Maybe this is where I want to look. Double checking I don't have like a 1, 2, 3, 4 situation or anything like that. I don't have to use 4. Oh, wait, maybe I do. If one of these has to be a 5. If I do 2, 6, this is a 1 or a 4. If I do 3, 1 or 4, 1 or 4, nothing changes. Never mind. I take it back. I don't have to use a 1. I could go 3, 6, 4, or I don't have to use a 4. I could do, or sorry, 2, 6, and then 4, or 2, 6, and then 1. All of those are fine. Never mind. Maybe I do want to look at this again. These can't be the same digit. These need to be different digits because they see each other. Ah, yeah. So I'm going to have the same issue that I had up here, where if these need to be different digits, I don't want to use 1s, and I also can't use 6s because this is only a length of 5. So this is going to be between a 2, 3, 4. If I made one of these a length of 4, there's no way that a 2 or 3 is going to catch up to that, so this has to be a 2, 3 pair. Nice. Now I could do some more shading, actually. This 2, 3 is going to be the same as this 2, 3, and this 2, 3 is going to be the same as this 2, 3. So orange in here is going to be one of these. And I've already done the math. And do I need to use 1, 4, 6 again? I'm using all different digits, aren't I? What if I put this red one over here? Did this math include the fact that I couldn't use 2 and 3 again? If this is a 2, this digit has to be whatever this is plus 1, because 3 and 2 have a difference of 1. So the lowest that this could be is 1, 2. If this is a 2, then this could be a 2 and this could be a 1. This would be a 3. So 2 and 1 is 3 plus 1. This could be a 4. And this would be 6 and this would be 6. Good thing I didn't rush to any conclusions and pencil that in. This does not have to work a certain way. It's just that this needs to be the sum of this plus 1, or if this is a 2, this will be the sum of this plus 1. These do see each other. Could I do 1, 2 here? This could even be 3, 1, 2. Basically this is going to be a 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I can do more than that. What goes in the middle? If this is a 2, then this one would be a 3. This is a 3, 1, 2 at a minimum, meaning this would be a 4. And that's fine with Sudoku if this is a 2 and a 2 goes over here, or if this is a 2 and a 2 goes over here. Okay. This isn't strictly a 4, 5, 6. I don't like that I penciled it like that. The 4, 5, 6 needs to go next to the 2. But if this is a 3, I wouldn't want this to be a 4, 5, or 6. I would want this to be low. Well, I know this is not red. Maybe I can do some Sudoku here. Where does orange go in here? Orange is one of these. Where does red go in here? Red is going to be one of these. Okay. Dang. I know that these are the same number. So if this is orange and this is orange and this is orange and this is orange, that would be fine. Huh. Well, whatever this digit is definitely one of these. I can't believe I can't get this narrowed down more. Do I know that this needs to be a 1, maybe? In order for this to be low enough? If this is my 2, so this is the 3. This could be a 1, 2. What if it's a 1, 4? Then this is a 6. Or if this is a 3, I could even have another 3 here. This could be a 2, so I could go 1, 3. 3, 1, 3. That would be an option. Dang. Well, red and orange can't go here, so red and orange need to go here somewhere. I need a 5 here. Okay, there's something. I need a 5 in this column. I can't go here, I can't go here, so this is a 5. That changes things. There's no way I would want a 3, 5, right? Because that's already 8, and then 2, 6 is the biggest that could be. So this needs to be a 2, this needs to be a 3. This needs to be a 2, this needs to be a 3. We will come back to this. Oh my golly, this is a 5, so this needs to be 7, so I need this to be 7. Well, if this is 3, this needs to sum to 4 in 2 cells, so I need it to be 1, 3, where this is a 1, and this is a 3, where this is a 4. 4 right in the middle. What is that? Oh, 2 needs to go next to the 6. 4, 1, 3. This is 8, and this is 8. Perfect. Now this is a 2, so these are not 2. 1, 3 is fine. This is going to be a 5, 1, 3. This can't be a 1 or a 3, so it's going to be my 5, and then this is also going to be a 1, 3. Oh, that's low. That's low for this line. This is going to be a 2, 6, 4. That's okay. What else do I know? I was shading for colors for digits. Might not need to anymore. Shading for the length of the line might have been cool too. This is a 2, 6, 4. That's fine. I'll go ahead and pencil that so I can fill that in, but that's okay. This is also a 2, 4, 6, and this is also a 2, 4, 6. Doesn't tell me anything. This has the same total no matter what. Perfect. This will have the same total no matter what this is, so that's okay. If this is only a 1, this would have to also be a 1, and that does not work because of this. So this is going to be a 3, this is going to be a 1, this is going to be a 1. Doesn't matter what this is, it's not even included in the sum. So these 3 cells are what I'm looking at now for something over here. This C is a 1, 2, 3, and 5. This is going to have to be a 4 or a 6. How can I get 4 or 6 to have the same sum as this? Is there any way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way that all 6 of these cells could have the same sum as these 3. Because the first 6 cells include these two. So this is my extra digit to work with. Let's make this a 4. Not green. Let's make this a 4, and this is 6. So this becomes a 1. This can't be a 6, and this can't be a 6. This can't be a 4. I almost just made that a 2 because of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to have the same sum as these 3. Okay, we will get there. This needs to have a 2 and a 6. What else do I know? This needs to be a 1 and a, nope, a 2 and a 6. So if 6 is here, this is a 2. No way I broke it. Was I wrong about something? Well, I had to have been, right? Oh, I just misclicked. This is a 2, so this is a 6, and this is a 2. I just clicked on the wrong square. It's like, there's no way. I felt so confident in what I did so far. This becomes a 4, 5, but this is a 5, so this is a 4, and this is a 5. Whoops. This is going to be a 3, 5. This is a 5, so let's make this a 3, and this a 5. So now I know my total here needs to be 12. This is already 4, so this needs to be 8. Sudoku can surely help me narrow it down. This needs to also be a 2, 6, actually, and I don't know which one's which. This needs to be a 1, 4, 6. I can go ahead and place 1 here, so this is a 4, 6. And this will be a 3. It's the only place it can go, so this is also a 2, 6. Now, I need my total here to be 12. This is already 4, so this needs to be 8. How do I want that to work? If this is a 6, I would have to have 1 and 1 here, so that doesn't work. So this is going to be a 4. That makes this a 2, which means this is 6, so this will be another 2. There you go. There you go. Misclicking again. This is a 4. This is a 6. Very cool. Once I stopped hitting the wrong digits. Oh my gosh. This is really neat. These X sum lines are cool. Wow. Thinking about, at first I was thinking, I don't want these digits to overlap at all. And then I was really worried I was going to need to have low digits here and then also low digits here. But no, if they overlap, as long as they get enough digits, then it's fine. Overlapping is cool. Of course, it has a 4, 1, 3 in the puzzle, so it's very nice. I got stuck here for a bit, trying to figure out what was going to happen here because I had so many possibilities here. Sudoku helped me out. This needed to be a 5. It was like my only placed digits at the time, right? I'm pretty sure those 5s were the only thing I had. Of course, that's a good place to look. The very ending here, when figuring out which digits I needed to use, was cool. Oh yeah, the deduction about the 1s here. That was nice. I forgot that part. Where I had this down to a 1, 3, but if this is a 1, the only way it works is if this is also a 1, and that wasn't an option, so that didn't work. Very cool puzzle, Palfly. Let me know how you all did in the comments.